How's it going, guys? Digne here and welcome to another FIFA 20 video. Today we're going to be looking at the brand new Headliners objective. Now there should be a brand new Headliners objective player in here for us. He's not here yet. Is EA going to screw us like this? I'm sure they won't. Sometimes my objectives delay themselves. There it is, and it was heavily rumoured by everyone on Twitter that this is going to be it, and I'm so excited to try this card out. Headliners Orsic, what a card this looks. Genuinely absolutely fantastic. I'm really intrigued to see his in-game stats. He looks so good. I remember when his last inform came out, he was extinct for ages. I saw people going crazy trying to get one of them. Before we do look into that, we do have a second Headliners thing. Headliners Plus. Complete this objective in Division 4 or above to earn a bonus untradeable reward. That's interesting. You get a 50k pack, but you have to do this. You have to score. That's it's a bit of an odd one. I think some people will probably be pretty mad about that though. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. We've got the Lunar New Year stuff as well. I wonder if there's been anything else released. I'll go take a look into that in a second. I feel like the community is going to be pretty mad about this one. I know there's a lot of things. I don't really particularly want to go into a high division. It's not beneficial in this game to go into a high division. Just purely for the fact, like in Division 5, I'm more than happy with the rewards I get. If you go upwards, it just doesn't feel worth it, especially for the grind. So I feel there's going to be some people that are pretty mad about this, but that's neither here nor there. Let's take a look at Headliners Orsic, his objectives. Let's see how we get this done. I really hope it's going to be quite easy. I don't like the thought of this Silva selection, though. Squad battles. So, win 2 squad battles matches on professional difficulty using only Silva players in your starting squad. That's easy. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. Professional is not difficult. And you just, again, I say this every single time there's a squad battles objective. Just play the easiest squad. There's going to be bronze squads. It'll be so easy for you to do. Shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. That does make me think that some silver players are going to go up in price. But, again, that's not too bad whatsoever. Fleet-footed finisher. Score 8 goals in rivals using midfielders with minimum 4-star weak foot. Again, not bad at all. What I'd probably recommend doing is just get some really beast players. So I'll probably look at my squad in just a second and see what I could use. But just even if like you have to put some strikers down at midfield if you need to, even at cam, just to add in the amount of midfielders you've got there. You can do it in any amount of games. I doubt you're going to do it in one game. It depends what division you're in. If you want to relegate to get this done in one game, you could do that. This one shouldn't be too difficult whatsoever, which is good. Creative crosser, assist 4 goals using crosses in rivals. I don't particularly like it when they put crosses in rivals, but it is difficult. And you know, so far, this is the third objective in, and it's not been hard whatsoever to get these done. Actually think we're doing alright. So crosses are not that difficult. Usually what I do for crosses, and I get this comment a lot of people do ask me the best way to score from crosses. They just struggle from it. Every now and then I get quite lucky on a corner that I manage to score from crosses, but it's quite rare that I do. What I usually do, and what I would recommend you do, just try and really push your players up. Go all out attack. Whatever you need to do, just try and force your way up. If you get an opportunity where you're through on goal, just try and force one of your players forward. So spam LB or L1, whichever console you're on, just to bring one of your players up. As soon as you see your opponent bringing his goalkeeper towards you, just cross it across to your player. Now, normally what most people do is pass it across. Just cross it. It should count for a goal. It's what I usually do, and it always works for me. And in my opinion, it's the easiest way to do it. Usually, when I do it that way, I can get it done in a couple games. So, not that hard at all. And finally, score using Croatian players in 5 separate rivals wins. Not bad at all. It depends. There's quite a few good ones out there. At the same time, it's a bit tough. I've got, let's see, I've got Perisic, I think, off the top of my head, I think, in my club. It'll be a decent one for me to use. There's Modric, of course. If you did get it, there's a Footmas Rebic, which you could have got. This card is generally going to be fantastic, though. I'm really looking forward to picking him up. I hope he gets small cards, though. That's my only concern, is I don't think this card will get any upgrades, but I've just had a look, and there's an Aubameyang in Headliners, and that card looks fantastic. Reus as well, Sterling, some amazing cards there. I would actually be quite keen to take a look at Headliners. But first and foremost, obviously, you're not going to have a lot of new players here. I do acknowledge that not everyone's going to have the amount. At the same time, you might grind a lot. This is all stuff I've managed to grind. Pretty much everything here is untradeable. I've just got 3 packs. So here's an example of what I'd probably do. So Kaká's 4-star weak foot. Kante's not. Balak is Sissoko's not. Pele is definitely 4-star weak foot. Pele's definitely 4-star weak foot. As is Ben Yedder. So most likely, and this is going to be a little bit of an odd one, what I'd probably do is I'd probably put Pele like down at centre mid down here. So I'd probably put either if it was me, I'd probably put Kante. I'd probably move Kante as striker, put Pele down at centre mid, probably stick him here or something. And this is just an example. Obviously, I know not everyone's going to have these players, but this is just like as an example of these players. So if you've got players with 4-star weak foot, get a striker, put them down to midfield, cam, whatever. Then immediately I've got Kaká who can do it. I've got Ballack who can do it. I've got Pele who can do it. Ben Yedder can do it. Need be, I come into game, all I've got to do, move Pele back up to striker. As long as his actual position is a cam, it's going to count. I'll probably bring Schweinsteiger, he hasn't got the 4-star skill moves. Werner there as an example, as a player I could use. Di Maria's 2-star weak foot, so wouldn't be using him. But I just find a bunch of players I've got that's 4-star weak foot, sub them on, make sure that on your bench they are definitely in the midfield position. So CDM, centre mid, cam, right mid, left mid. Just do that. You can sub them on. The other thing I want to look at instead is this Croatian one. Now I know I've got Perisic, so he's going to be a potential player I'd use. And again, you can crack 2 in 1 with this. So this Perisic card, I'll chuck him on. I'd probably sub him on. I'd probably put him on at cam, to be honest with you. Put Perisic on at cam. I'd probably take either Sissoko or Kante out. Have Ben Yedder out on the side. And then I've just got a bunch of 4-star weak foot players that I can use. And Perisic is going to tick off 2 boxes at once for me. He's going to get those Croatian goals and he's going to get those midfield goals as well. So those work out pretty well. But let's just take a look at what we could probably buy. Let's go for the club. And just take a look at what Croatians there are that may be worthwhile. Obviously, you don't want defenders or anything like that. But realistically, we want some pretty good players. Concepts, gold. And so let's take a look. So we've obviously there was a Footmas Modric. So if you pick that up, then that's going to benefit you quite well. I believe this is a Team of the Year Modric. This is a Team of the Year nominee Modric. So there's a bunch of Modric cards which you could use. This Rebic card would absolutely be fantastic if you pick that up. Again, this one nails off a couple that you could do if you played him at cam. He's got 4-star weak foot, so it's going to count for those midfields, and he's Croatian, so you get a couple there. Rakitic hasn't got a lot of pace, so I don't particularly. You could do it if you want to, but for me, I want to go for people with pace. Rebic again here would be another side one that you could do if you just had like this Rebic card. So you got picked up his inform, plays left mid. If you just have to stick, you could just sub him on, and that would count for 2. You got your Croatian, you've got your midfield. This Brozovic card isn't awful. I probably wouldn't expect to be scoring with it, but it's a 4-star weak foot. Again, another one that ticks off 2. If you have got it, you could pick up one of Orsic's normal cards, or even his informs. It's a 4-star weak foot. Brilliant stats. Again, this would probably help out. I don't know if he's extinct or not at the moment, but there is a bunch of players you could pick up that's going to make this really easy for you. So overall, I'm actually quite excited for this objective. The only thing that is letting me down a little bit is I'm just a bit concerned that he's not going to get many upgrades. Like we had player last week, and again, I just don't feel he'll get a lot of upgrades. I know they're not obviously going to pick people that's very obviously going to get upgrades. Like for example, Reus, I don't know, someone like that, a high rate player that you think actually that's got a good chance of some upgrades. They're obviously not going to throw them in, but yeah, let's take a look at what we've got for SBCs though, just to tie off this video. I did kind of see at the bottom there, we have a Tammy Abraham, and we've got obviously Dele Alli from the past couple of days, but a Tammy Abraham card. Not an awful card, but again, 3-star puts me off this a little bit. It's only the 1 squad though. I don't think I'll be completed it, but I am just curious to see what the rating for this is. 83 rated is not awful. I just wonder if he'll get any more cards. That's my only concern with a lot of these. Like Adama Traore's card, that one looked fantastic, but at the same time, didn't really think he's going to get too many more cards now. Could be wrong, and he could get some cards later, but there's certain ones I just feel that we could be a little bit of a way off before they get any cards. We got anything else lurking about before I tie off this video? A nice kit there, and a Headliners challenge. So yeah, not too much. A bunch of packs to do. I'm really excited to take a look into these Headliners cards. So they're just a lot of coins, but that Aubameyang card looks fantastic. Absolutely does. A lot of people have been kind of waiting for a special card to come out. I didn't do his Player of the Month when that came out because I just didn't want. I don't know. I didn't want to repeat a last year where like cards became irrelevant, and then saying that I ended up doing Player of the Month Werner. But I just didn't want to spend this amount of coins into an Aubameyang. However, that card looks fantastic. It might be one I might try and pick up. I don't know. It just looks an absolute beast. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on this Orsic card. I think there's going to be a lot of hype for it. I know a lot of people are absolutely loving this card so far in FIFA. It looks like an absolute beast. 96 pace, 90 shooting, 86 dribbling. All round just looks fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to trying this card out. My only concern is he is from obviously a bit of a poor league, so it means you're going to have a little bit of a struggle getting him into squads. But saying that, it looks like a fantastic super sub. That is going to be it for this video, though. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like. If you're brand new, subscribe. Apart from that, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.